Turn that volume up. You know you want it. It's time for Women's Basketball TV with former NCAA champion, WNBA champion, business mogul, and national TV personality, Fran Harris. Let's get it.
You played on the offensive end, you only had to share with two other people. So I had some gaudy statistics, and as others did growing up in that point in time in the development of girls' sports.
My name is Liz Galloway McQuitter. I played for the Chicago Hustle from 1978 to 1980. I played in the inaugural season and the very first game against the Milwaukee Doves.
We all grew up playing with the guys. So we knew how to move on the court and where to be and read players and fill the holes, you might want to say.
And I was put in a new situation of a franchise. Like Vegas wanted me to help them carry them to the promised land. So it was a lot to process.
And at that point in time, he gave me the vision. He wanted to create a women's professional basketball league. And this was like, wow, this is the furthest from my mind. This is not what I'm asking, Lord. I want to play professional football.
All right, Hoop Fan, we knew this day was coming. We knew it was coming soon. We probably talked about it maybe 6 months ago in one of our videos where we were like, hey, it's coming. It's the next thing. It's on the docket. The great thing about the WNBA under the leadership of Kathy Engelbert is Kathy is a legit businesswoman. She understands the impact of certain decisions on the WNBA's economy. I'm not going to get into all the salary stuff because today is about the charters, but I will say that before any business can make a decision, it has to make a decision based on numbers, based on facts. The WNBA was never withholding charters because it was just withholding charters, right? It was withholding charters because it wasn't economically the time to do charters. But it's here. It's here now. Just like the salaries, just like expansion, like all in its time. And I love the fans being vocal about it. The W needs that without a question. Nothing is going to get done without people keeping it in the headlines without a doubt. So yes, keep that going. Keep that same energy about everything these women need. And just understand that even if I were running the WNBA, I'm not going to let sentiment alone, unless it, run my life, the company's life. It's got to make some financial sense, y'all. So we know that the W is going to do better. And we know that we're going to let the W know that they need to do better. So let's continue to do that. We're excited that charters are on their way. WNBA set to add charter flights to all games, not just during the playoffs, not just during back-to-backs, but all games. So way to go, WNBA. Way to go, WNBA. Very excited about that. Let's talk about the 3 reasons charters are important. Okay? Number 1, safety first. Everybody's always talking about safety first. Everybody's always talking about, we got to do what's best for these. We got to do safety first. And as we become more, we as in women athletes become more in line with celebrity at its, finest definition, there's some crazies out there. There are some crazies out there. We should not have to walk through airports and be subjected to crazies or overzealous fans who think that they own us. All of those things fall under the heading of safety. Our young women, our women need to feel safe. They don't need to be in all these public places. I mean, think about it. I wish we had flown charters when I was in college, because sometimes it was a little nuts going through just commercial flights, even in the 80s. At least for our team, it was. But now it's way worse to be traveling and to be known via your social media antics and all. It's ridiculous. It's legitimately a security issue. So from a safety standpoint, I'm very happy that The women can walk out of the arena just like college players do, have on their sweats, get on the plane, chill. Nobody but you, your squad, your coaches, your organization on the plane. It is a different lifestyle. So I am super, super excited about the safety. The convenience obviously is a part of that. The convenience, the ability to leave when y'all are ready to leave, not missing flights, all of those things go away. People don't think about that a whole lot. Like sometimes, you're rushing the next day, things happen. As long as air traffic control says that you can go, when you got your charter, you're out of there. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm very excited about that. Next reason, recovery. Now, for those of you who've never played sports, this may or may not mean a damn thing to you. But when you finish playing and training and you play a 2-hour game, or if you're, in the NFL, those guys playing a 4-hour game, and then you got to wait 3 hours in the airport. You got to, if you're flying commercial, when you're on charter, man, you get on that plane, you take your shower, get on the plane, you're leaving, an hour and a half after you get to the airport. And that means you're getting to the next stop a lot faster with less downtime, more time for recovery, more time for your treatment. You can actually do your treatment on the plane. Yeah, you can do some of your treatments on the plane. You're doing massages on the plane. You're doing, you can do a whole bunch of things en route. And most importantly, getting to that next stop 3 hours later, getting a good night's sleep, not necessarily being on the bus going to the next place, because sometimes being on the bus is just as hard as some of the other options in transportation. But the recovery piece is huge. What I anticipated doing is, we're going to get higher quality basketball on some of these road trips, because people aren't dog tired when they get to the next stop. So recovery is a big part of it for sure. We're going to see the benefits of that immediately, I believe. And then finally, economically, the other piece of the triangle, the trifecta, is economics. It just has to make sense. And I don't get, I didn't get why this was taking so long, because heck, just get a sponsor. Just get a sponsor, get a charter sponsor. There are lots of ways you could have sliced this deal for getting charter planes. And now what Kathy is saying is we're going to do charter flights this season as soon as we find the planes. Well, the planes are out there, y'all. The planes are out there. Are they available? I mean, if you've been working on this deal for a while, then we know there's a lead time. It's not like there's just 100 planes sitting on the tarmac like they are in a car dealership. So hopefully, and I'm optimistic, and I'm pretty sure the WNBA corporate office has been working on this for a while, such that it's a matter of, okay, we're ready to pull the trigger, not a matter of, okay, y'all got any planes? Y'all got enough for, here's our 40 game schedule for our 12 teams. Like, I hope that's not what's happening. Nevertheless, economically, it's got to make sense. Again, I say tap into some creativity, get some sponsors. This should be an easy deal. Frankly, I don't even think the WNBA, if their corporate sponsor people and partnership people are doing a great job, I don't even think the WNBA should be footing the full bill for charters. I just don't. But that's another video for another day. What do y'all think about the charters? What do you think? What do you think the impact will be on the WNBA this season if we start to implement these charters as soon as the season starts? I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and of course turn on notifications for the next video. See you in the next one. Ooh, how I wish it would rain down on me. See, I got a little extra on that one. Little Mr. Phil Collins, Sir Phil Collins. See y'all later.
You played on the offensive end, you only had to share with 2 other people. So I had some gaudy statistics, and as others did growing up in that point in time in the development of girls sports.
My name is Liz Galloway McQuitter. I played for the Chicago Hustle from 1978 to 1980. I played in the inaugural season and the very first game against the Milwaukee Doves.
We all grew up playing with the guys. So we knew how to move on the court and where to be and read players and fill the holes, you might want to say.
And I was put in a new situation of a franchise. Like Vegas wanted me to help them carry them to the promised land. So it was a lot to process.
And at that point in time, he gave me the vision. He wanted to create a women's professional basketball league, and this was like, wow, this is the furthest from my mind. This is not what I'm asking, Lord. I want to play professional football.
Thanks for tuning in to Women's Basketball TV with Fran Harris, the most provocative and entertaining women's basketball show on earth. Be sure to click that like, share and notification button so you don't miss a moment. We'll see you tomorrow.